Well, hi there guys. You may be wondering why we've got the Magnificent Seven up on the screen and some Western music playing. Well, that will become clear if you watch the whole video. Welcome back. Sorry it's a bit late. I've been under the weather and I still am a bit, so if I sound a bit weirder than I normally do, then I'm going to put it down to that. Anyway, Airfix have released some new kits, as have some other manufacturers, so let's get down to it. So, which actor famously clashed with Yul Brynner on the set in 1960? Was it A. James Coburn, B. Steve McQueen, C. Robert Vaughn, and D. Charles Bronson? Answer as always at the end. Let's get down to the models. AFV Club have announced an all-new AN-TWQ-1 Avenger on a Humvee, featuring a completely new tooling for both the vehicle and the turret. The kit includes US Army, US Marine Corps, Ukrainian and Republic of China Army build options, 2 different front bumpers, detailed launcher and turret interiors, a newly tooled Stinger system, and a .50 caliber machine gun, plus photo etch and finely printed decals. That's in 1/35 scale. And I thought you may be interested in this one. WIP 3D are expanding their resin range with a full AS43 series featuring multiple rare variants, from a breeder 20mm and flak 38 gun tracks to the Elefantino 47mm and armoured field conversions. Several configurations, camo schemes and scale options make this one of the most comprehensive schemes we've seen for the AS43 from WIP 3D. And ICM have announced a new 135 scale diorama set featuring a Wehrmacht's self-propelled anti-aircraft gun armed with a 2cm flak 38. The kit includes a detailed half-track style vehicle, full flak mount, ammunition and rangefinder equipment, and a 4-man crew posed in their live combat scene, obviously aimed at builders who enjoy building dioramas straight from the box. Looks great. And W Model have announced 2 new vehicles, the huge RSD-10 Pioneer missile launcher and the 2S43 Malva self-propelled gun. Both are 1/35 scale, limited edition 3D printed kits aimed at builders who like your large modern centerpiece subjects because they're going to be big. And KM Models have released a 1/35 scale resin kit of the U304 F half truck fitted with late war 2cm flak 38 anti-aircraft gun. This was a captured French unit and then repurposed and converted into a mobile AA platform with the popular 20mm flak 38 mount from KM Models in 1/35. And IBG Models have announced a new 1/72 scale kit of the captured Bedford and W in German service. This covers the familiar British light truck Preston Wehrmacht used, complete with German equipment, fit and field modifications. And diorama builders, I am sure, will appreciate this new ventilation shaft set for their dioramas. That's coming from MiniArt in 1/35 scale. And MiniArt have announced the G7117 cargo truck with water trailer in 1/35 scale. And the set depicts the Chevrolet G7117 in service roles across multiple theatres, including North Africa and the Pacific, complete with a dedicated water trailer. And as you'd expect from MiniArt, the emphasis is on detail and versatility. That's 1/35 scale. Trumpeter have announced a new 1/35 scale British Challenger 1. This Mark III, and the Mark III represents the most mature and refined version of the Challenger 1, featuring common composite armour, upgraded fire control systems, improved optics, and thermal imaging for improved battlefield awareness. The Challenger 1 Mark III proved its reputation during the 91 Gulf War, where its protection and the 120mm L11 rifled gun delivered outstanding long-range accuracy against Iraqi armour. It marked the culmination of the Challenger 1 program and a stepping stone towards Challenger 2. The kit itself is a full detailed release with over 630 parts, multi-slide moulded hull and turret, individual track links, photo etched parts and copper cable included. And Scalex are releasing a 1/72 scale FCM 50T. French Heavy Tank has a 3D printed resin kit. The FCM 50T was a powerful post-war French heavy tank design that never reached service, intending to rival emerging Soviet armour. It includes photo etched metal antennas, decals, and multiple marking options. And Airfix are continuing their push into 135th armour with the release of this Elvis FB 603 Saracen Mark V. A fantastic kit in my opinion, and I think Airfix is doing really well tapping this market. And following on from last year's Stalwart, this is another iconic British Cold War vehicle, best known for its service with the British Army, particularly in Northern Ireland during the 70s. The kit features 219 parts, includes a full detailed interior with driver's position, commander seat, troop benches, along with a highly detailed suspension system. And you get a number of options, including different turret fittings, door and hatch positions, and raised and lowered commander seat. There are 3 marking options provided, covering British Army service, a factory prototype, but also a later US police vehicle, making this very versatile and I'm sure a very welcome addition to Airfix's growing 135 modern armour range. Super. And Gecko Models are releasing this 135 scale figure set depicting Vietnam War era US Marines riding on the M76 cutter. The set includes 6 finely sculpted figures in relaxed but operational poses, capturing the look of the Marines being transported into the field. And Dynamo Models have revealed a powerful new World War I figure set depicting the Christmas tree truce of 1914. And this set is coming in 135 scale, 1/72 and 1/48 versions. And Masterbox are releasing a new infantry double set in 135 scale, depicting troops from both sides of the Battle of the Bulge at Bastogne, December 1944. We've got the US 101st Airborne and the German infantry Bastogne of 1944. And available now from Mitch's Models is a classic re-release to kick off the year. This 1/9 scale V-Bus set, the Magnificent 7. This limited run set features highly detailed resin busts inspired by the legendary Western, each capturing a different character with expressive faces, period clothing and signature hats. If you're into figure painting, I'm sure it will be a fantastic project for you. It is a limited edition and it's part of Mitch's January sale. So if it's been on your wish list, now's the time to grab them before they're gone. And here we have a new set from Kira depicting 2 Russian bells carrying a wounded soldier on a stretcher with 2 others in very different poses, ready to provide medical care. Available 135, 148 and 1/72 scale directly from Kira Productions. And MiniArt are producing a lift-off pilots and command staff set in 1/48 scale, so that's really good to see. And that's about it for the figures. And I'm just going to touch on this vintage classic being re-released by Airfix. It's the SRM4 hovercraft. My understanding was they'd lost the tooling, but obviously that's mistaken. It's 1/44 scale. It's come with 2 scheme options and will be released in the spring. Meet the Japanese destroyer Fubuki, the ship that changed destroyer design forever. Launched in the late 20s, Fubuki introduced enclosed gun turrets, powerful torpedoes and true ocean-going range, making them more like a small cruiser than a traditional destroyer. This new 1/350 kit from Triumph Models captures that revolutionary design beautifully, with razor-sharp detail, full deck fittings, an extensive upgrade pack including photo etch and metal parts. So if you're into Imperial Japanese naval subjects, this is one destroyer that absolutely deserves a place in your collection. And here we have the Italian heavy cruiser Polar in 1/350 scale from Trumpeter. A large, highly detailed kit with long, sleek hull, busy deck layout, and loads of potential for super detailing. especially with that photo etch. If you like big naval builds, then perhaps this one from Trumpeter is one for you to look at. And here we have the Thunderbolt Mark 1 RAF from MiniArt in 1/48 scale. It's a big aggressive looking fighter with 2 Royal Air Force schemes included. It's MiniArt's basic kit edition, offering crisp detail and a solid platform for your RAF Thunderbolt builds. Fabulous. And this is Frogger Wolf's FW190D9 Mine Tool Production Jagdgeschwader 301. It's a 1/48 scale basic kit from MiniArt. The kit includes 2 late war marking options and features some lovely fine recess rivet detail, which you can see in the test shots. And in 1/48 scale, this door has some great surface texture, and it could make a fantastic build. And this is IBG's 1/48 scale PZL M18B Dromada, which is a dedicated firefighting aircraft in Greek service. This kit captures the heavy-duty look of this radial engine workhorse, and comes with Greek markings. Looks fabulous, something a bit different. There's a great change of pace from World War II. And as well as the firefighting Dromada, they're also producing this Polish crop dusting Dromada as well. So that's a great little series IBG are producing there. And IBG are also producing a Wolf FW190D9, and this one is in 1/72 scale, not the 1/48 that we saw earlier from IBG models. And Wingsy Kits have released the Aichi D3A2 Val in 1/48 scale, and it comes with photo etch and decals included, a famous Japanese carrier dive bomber with elegant lines and loads of detail potential. And down at Air Scale they've been busy, and here they have released further renderings of their 1/32 scale project, the Dornier Do 17Z, highlighting progress on the injection moulded wings and nacelle components. A level of interior and structural detail being built into this kit suggests it's heading towards a true large-scale centerpiece model. Definitely a lot of work going into this project. And the BMK have completed a build of their new 1/32 de Havilland Hornet to test the kit's construction. In this scale, it looks seriously imposing, I think you'll agree. The model went together with no filler and only minimal cleanup. Impressive for a low-pressure limited run kit. The canopy shown is an early test shot, and a few build order tweaks have been identified to make future builds even smoother. Well done, the BMK. And ICM have released a new 1/72 scale triple kit covering Luftwaffe night fighters with a Bf109E4, dual 17Z10 calls, and a FW189A1. The set features detailed parts and separate decals for each aircraft. And sticking with ICM, they've released this B-26 Marauder US crew set. They've in 1/48 scale, 4 crew members there. And AZ Models have released a premium 1/72 scale Fusilier FI167A0 in Luftwaffe markings. The kit includes detailed plastic parts, canopy masks, and decals for 3 aircraft schemes. A classic, unusual biplane, I think you agree, and a great choice of a great subject if you want something a little bit different on your shelf. And X-Scales have released a 1/44 scale Airbus A300B4 605R in Lufthansa colours. So, if you're a fan of classic trainers and light aircraft, then KP have come to your rescue. They've announced new toolings for 1/72 scale Saab Safer kits for 2025. These include international, Swedish services and Nordic services boxings. So they're giving you a wide spread of colourful markings there. That's from KP. So Airfix have revealed a brand new tooling for their 1/72 English Electric Canberra B2 And of course, this is Britain's iconic first generation jet bomber. So it's been recreated with a fully detailed cockpit, a detailed bomb bay, and an optional £1,000 bomb load. The kit comes with 3 RAF schemes for airframe WJ640, showing how it appeared from 1968 through to the late 70s, including number 85 and number 100 squadron markings, designed using LiDAR scans and original drawings. This set is already proven popular and is really a major Cold War release from Airfix. And if you're into your Cold War models, then this one's for you. And the McDonnell Douglas Phantom FG1 is finally joining Airfix's 148 scale lineup, and its release many models have been waiting years for, but specifically for British carrier operations. The FG1 was a uniquely powerful Royal Navy Phantom, instantly recognisable by its extended nose gear and imposing presence. It's an all-new tooling, delivering over 270 parts, slide moulded intakes, a fully detailed cockpit, comprehensive weapons fit, including Skyflash sidewinders, rocket pods, bombs, and external tanks. 3 classic Royal Navy schemes are included, from HMS Ark Royal to the Overton base units, all finished in the iconic dark blue of the era. It's got a great mix of accuracy, various options, and does create a sheer presence. I'm sure this Phantom FG1 is shaping up to be one of Airfix's most exciting 148 releases in recent years, and I'm sure that a lot of you on social media have seen a lot of hype with this already. It's definitely a winner. And here we have yet another new tooling from Airfix, and another great scheme, in my opinion. So this is Airfix new 1/72 scale. Junkers 52 captures this iconic aircraft in impressive detail. It's got faithfully reproduced corrugated surfaces, fully detailed interior and engines, and a wide range of optional parts reflecting upgrades and factory differences seen during its long service life. Multiple doors and hatches can be placed open, and diorama features such as oil drum cargo, wheel chocks, and optional armour make this a fantastic centerpiece for both aircraft and diorama builders. Well done, Airfix, absolutely fantastic. I love it. Keep it up. And so, not a new tooling, but not a surprise either. But they're bringing out a new variant of the Seatcat Jaguar. This is the T2 and T4 version, which is the trainer versions. So you've got 3 high contrasted schemes from a frontline RAF camouflage Jag T2A to the instantly recognisable Raspberry Ripple aircraft from Boscombe Down. Also, they're doing a late service Jaguar T4 in modern grey to complete the colourful commemorative tower markings from RAF Crosswood. It's got expanded cockpit detail and widespread of historically interesting liveries. This release neatly rounds out the Jaguar line, and it offers some genuinely different versions to the single seat variants. Fantastic, well done. And Airfix have re-released Grumman F6 F5 Hellcat, and that's in 124 scale, so a nice size plane if you like your big scales. That's coming out in the summer, and this is actually coming to an end. We're getting on to the question now, and my apologies, I know I'm full of cold. It's probably come through on the recording, no doubt, and I've been under the weather a bit, so my apologies for that, and thanks for putting up with it. I will hopefully see you next week, because it's that time of year when people are or manufacturers are just chucking out their surprises and kit announcements. So we'll try and bring you a fresh update next week. Let's get back to the question, and here it is. So, which actor famously clashed with Yul Brynner on set in 1960? Well, actually, If you said it was B, Steve McQueen, you'd been correct. He was an up-and-coming young actor, and he kept basically photo bombing the shoots, and Yulbrunner picked up on it, and there were words said, and but I think they all left happily ever after. Anyway, fantastic film. See you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.